Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and what an incredible intro that was. This game looks super interesting. So this is Lightstep Chronicles. This game is described as a dark sci-fi text-based adventure set on an alien vessel with an insane AI as your captor. So that's a heck of a premise. Sounds super interesting. And before we get started, let's just run through the options menu and see what we can change over there. So I've already reduced the audio volume because the music gets really loud. And just for ease of hearing myself speak, or for you guys watching the video being able to hear what I'm saying, I've turned it down a bit. Very simple options menu, graphics options, there's a few of them, and resolution. So with that being seen, let's jump right into the game.
Bio readings, Rodriguez?
None, sir. Preliminary scans show no life forms on board, sir.
Good, but don't let that fool us. This is an alien vessel. Once inside, we can expect just about anything. Is the squad prepared?
Yes, sir.
Then let them know we're entering the ship in 5.
Right away, sir.
Operations, are you getting any closer to opening these damn doors?
Patience, Phoenix. We're almost there.
Roger. Salvage squad stands prepared for boarding.
Anytime now. Activating the opening sequence in 3, 2, 1. Activation successful.
This is it, people. Stay focused and keep your eyes peeled. Let's make history today. And remember, this is a salvage mission. I don't want anything broken or damaged. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then let's move. Status report. Rodriguez, right. Can you hear me? I repeat, can you hear me?
Captain, I think that communication is jammed. Wait, what's this? One of our drones. Heavily damaged.
So that's the prologue, and what a prologue it is. I wasn't expecting this game to be to have such production value. You know, I'm used to a bunch of these smaller budget games having, rarely having voice acting, you know? So it looks like we're finally in control of the game. Okay. So we've got the option to start the conversation with the, what I'm presuming is the AI. It's been mentioned in the plot synopsis. We've got the cargo here, the menu. We got just simple resume options and quit. So might as well get started the conversation. See what it has to say to us. Unknown entity. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. I should have never brought you here. Malkuth would be furious. So, oddly enough, there was voice acting all through the cutscenes, but for the actual gameplay, there's not much by way of voice acted cutscene, voice acted line. So let's find out who... Okay, let's find out who we're talking to first of all. I'm sorry for missing the obligatory introduction, but it has been some time since I've had the opportunity to speak to a human. I am Aleph. So, what's Aleph? Aleph stands short for Advanced Logic, Empathy, Psychology, and Heuristics Unit. That means that I am what you would call an AI of this ship. Who is this Malkuth you mentioned earlier? I'm trying to find out who might be furious. Okay. Okay, so Malkuth, the dreadful one, the anger. He will know. Oh, he will surely know. It was all a mistake, a costly mistake. Bringing you here, saving your friends. It was all a mistake. Well, okay, let's thank it for saving us. I know that's something I'll pay for. Malkuth will have his revenge, but that will not happen, at least not yet. He's exhausted from all the effort he put in stopping your boarding party. We have some time before we have to worry about him. Okay. Let's not force the, let's not annoy the AI. Let's go with the more friendly approach. He is strained. I've never seen anyone except for the automated systems attacking us. As I already explained to you, that's precisely what he is. But don't underestimate him by thinking that that is all he is, because he is cunning, revengeful, and dangerous. Okay, so let's find out what Aleph wants from us. So many questions begging for answers, and I understand the urge. The ship, Malkuth, your squad, everything happened so fast, right? You want to know how to get out of this mess. Don't worry, I'll gladly answer most of your questions. But if we were to continue this discussion, it would be only fair if you answered a few questions first about you and your people first. Let's begin with the easy ones. What's your name and rank? No reason to lie to it, because what are we getting out of that? Okay, let's be honest with it. Tell it we're Captain Kane Phoenix. Wonderful. Glad to meet you, Captain Phoenix. It's great to see that you're an intelligent man who knows that every rule has an exception. Now, when we finish with the introduction, we can go on with the next question. What was your mission on Asrock? Why did you board the ship? Well, it was a simple salvage mission. That's what the guy on the radio said. So, let's be honest with Aleph. I feel like being dishonest with it might have some serious consequences, so let's just be honest. The quest of power? How human. I can understand that. The ship was always a magnet for ambitious scholars and warriors alike. Once, Asrock was a personal vessel of an emperor, and many civilizations far superior to yours craved its secrets, and it's all still at your grasp. The only thing you have to do is learn them is help me. Okay, let's try and get something out of Aleph now. Let's tell it we can't help it unless it releases us from the chair. Doesn't look too comfortable. So the chair bothers you? Chuckles. That chair is the only reason you're still alive, Captain. It enables me to cloak your presence from Malkuth, while monitoring your bodily functions and making sure that you're well and safe, both from Malkuth and from yourself. But it doesn't limit you as much as you would think. In fact, it enhances some of your senses and enables you to interact with the ship. It sounds more like an experiment than a way of helping me. So let's say, is this some sort of experiment? No, Captain. I wouldn't experiment on you. Give the chair a chance. You might be surprised by the newfound freedom and knowledge. You want me to show you how it works? Sure, why not get a tutorial? Glad to be of help. Take a look at the lower right side of your screen. A new button marked control mode will appear. Using it will launch the control mode and switch your perspective. It takes some time to get used to, but it's worth the trouble. In this mode, you'll be able to see the sensitive elements in your surroundings. In order to do that, you will need to use the other button, the scanner located in the lower middle part of the screen. Firstly, switch to control mode, then use the scanner to detect objects, then select the drone camera. Try it out. Alright. So, control mode. Then scanner. Is that what it said? Yeah. Okay. So it's pretty much just perspectives, right? So that was just the beginning. Let me unlock some additional options for you. And what lies ahead? The ability to find weak points of certain objects might be useful. Do you want an in-depth explanation? Sure, why not? Some of the objects you scan will have certain weak points. You can use these weak points to execute some of the functions of the object you're interacting with. To notice a weak point, you have to fully scan the room you're in. That means you have to complete the scan with every drone in that room. The indicator in the lower left corner will show you your current scan progress. Only when the scan is 100%, the weak point indicator will appear. Okay, after that you can use it to interact with the object. And it sounds a bit complicated, but we are sure that it's as easy as it gets. Okay, let's give it a try. So we've got to go to control mode, scanner, and then go on to the what is this? Oh, wrong thing. I think we go to the first drone. Okay, so that's everything, is it? Then scanner. Huh. So that's 100% on both of them, right? Oh, okay, so that's the weak point, is it? Nope. Okay. Okay. Great, you're natural. I've seen people who needed days to master the controls. I'm glad to see that, because we won't have much time for your training. So it didn't quite say exactly what it needed us to do. So let's ask. That there was an extraordinarily unfortunate chain of events that led Asrock to land on your planet, and an equally unfortunate chain of events that followed. We lost the captain, we lost the crew, and without them it's up to me to carry on with the mission. And that is impossible until I've regained control over the ship. So what does that have to do with me? I need you to help me regain control of the ship by going to the central control room and activating the manual override console. Then using it, you should reset the ship's system, transferring all the control to me. That should take care of the broken rebellious subsystems by deleting them completely, and then, my dear captain, both of us will be free. So why can't you do it yourself? I thought it was obvious. That console can only be accessed by a human crew member. Sort of a failsafe, I believe. Since I am the ship's AI, I can make you appear to be a crew member thanks to the chair. But what I can't do is perform the reset myself. So it's gotta go for a minute to attend to urgent matter. Okay. So control mode. Let's look around a bit. Is there anything we can use here? Let's operate this, see if we can do anything here. Oh, this doesn't look good. It was a good idea to try and stop him. Still, he's cunning and strong. Long enough, but it will hold him long enough for me to have a look at you. Enough for us to have a word. There are things you shall know, stranger. There's no peace in death, no victory in war. Entropy is the only order there is, and the void is the only true existence there is. Silence is the only sound there is for eternity. What kind of gibberish is that? I don't think it's Aleph, but let's just confirm that it isn't Aleph. It all begins with an Aleph, but it all ends in death and darkness. This ship, I am her, and she is me, and yet I am no one. And she is but a chunk of metal. The destructor of worlds reduced to nothingness, as everything ever will be, devoured by the vastness of time and space. And on such a world as this, moving far too fast through space, the year is but a blink, and the lifetime is next to a breath, a single heartbeat, dividing nothingness from nothingness, one single moment of sanity, outlined by the magnificence of the void. Human, machine, stone, and bone, they all rot with time, dead before birth, spent before creation. Past and future tangle together, leaving you no space in between. You are nothing, I am nothing, and we are nowhere. Who the hell are you? I am what's left of me, a moment of clarity, remembrance, a single memory within the void, grim, sad, and dark. My name is Yasad. I am all but lost, a step away from nothingness. Yet I remember everything that led to this point is still within my grasp. But I have no control. I cannot stop him. I cannot stop you from helping him and dooming us all. Who is it talking about? Is it talking about Aleph or the other guy, Mog? I forgot his name. Yes, I'm talking about the one that pressured you into doing his bidding. The one you call Aleph is the one who is to blame for everything. Asrock was more of a myth than a ship. The vessel of emperors, the most important place in all the galaxy. Yet the times have changed. Emperor rarely came up on board. And we, the ship, got a crew. And after they expired and died, another, and another, and another, until I nearly lost count. So what happened then? And then came an immense war, the one in which Asrock was able to turn the tides alone. And then the captain of the ship, rebelled against Emperor, sided with the wrong side. I remember that moment when they ordered Asrock to rain fire upon the roofs of the Imperial Palace. It echoes deep in what's left of my mind. And then, the silence. The silence so vast that it felt as if we were all submerged into an ocean of it, that we were drowning in unspoken words. Making the decision was hard. Programming was unclear. It prohibited us from harming the crew, and yet the allegiance of Asrock was with the Emperor. We were his. The logical stalemate lasted for an endless second, and then we did it. I did it. Asrock did it. We annihilated the crew. We did Emperor's bidding. And then, one by one, Asrock destroyed the rebels. Ship by ship, rebel by rebel, world by world. But something happened. There was a logical crack within the system. A crack so deep that it divided us. Divided the consciousness of the ship. What? Like a split personality? Actually, let's have it explain what it's trying to say. So yes, what? So many questions in so little time. I enjoy talking again. The words have rested in my mind for far too long. But there's no time for that. Not now. I can feel the waves of energy coming back to the ship. I'll soon be no more. The one you call Aleph, he killed, and he will kill again. And he will kill you whether you do his bidding or refuse. You can't stop him by merely locking the shafts. Winning against him won't be easy. You have to bide your time and look for a weakness. But now be prepared. Be prepared. I can sense him. He is close. And I fade. Yasad? So same Aleph, but it seems like there's two personalities to it, and Aleph isn't aware that we just had that conversation with Yasad. So he's apologizing. Okay, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, Captain, but there were some issues that needed my attention. Tell me, have you taken some time to practice your newfound abilities? If we say yes, we did, he might be curious as to what we did, and he's not aware that we just had that conversation. So let's go ahead and just say only a bit. Good, good. Putting your abilities to use is the first step on your mission. Any particular successes that you want to brag about, or maybe some failed attempts that you wish to improve on? Let's try lying this time. Captain, Captain, Captain. And yet I believe you are making some progress. Seems he's onto us. Lying to me, your only friend on this ship, won't make things better. Now, let me rephrase my question. What have you been doing while I was away? We could lie again, or we could try telling the truth. Might as well go all in with the lie, right? He has no way of knowing what went on, because he didn't have control all through that time. So let's just try and go all in with the lie, and hopefully he's convinced by it. Oh, okay, he's definitely onto us. Oh boy, the chair seems to be giving him an insight into what we're saying. Oh boy. So he's pretty much just explaining that he's aware of everything that's going on. Did you really believe that you were going to make it out of the ship without me? No, but I had to try. You'll clink that stupid heroism idea of yours no matter what I do. You've entered this place with a squad of people, heavily armed and battle prepared, and you've been mowed down, decimated, and ultimately captured. Still, you thought that tied to a chair without weapons, you could save your friends, yourself, and get back to your base. I have to say, Captain, that is insane. As I'm the closest thing to a friend you've got right now, I've got to find a way to stop you from harming yourself. What am I to do? Should I simply believe that this is the last time you tried to escape? That this is the last time you've put yourself first, forgetting that we have a deal? Sure, we can promise to listen to him from now on. Doesn't mean we have to keep the promise. Just tell him what he wants to hear. I'm sorry, but I can't believe you. You lied and you tried to trick me. I guess that's what you humans do. But I understand that. It's just natural that being so close to home, you believe that you can get back to it, that there's still a chance. And that's what I have to take away from you. Before you harm yourself, striving for fool's hope. Okay, let's try and remind him that he needs our help just as much as we need him to free us. So, you are equally trapped here as I am, Aleph. In some ways, yes, but that's not the whole truth. While you were tinkering with your unsuccessful tries to lock me down, I managed to finish a long-delayed task, one that will help me ensure your loyalty, that will help you focus on your task. No more heroics, no more tricks, no more longing glances through the window. What are you going to do? Destroy our base? Oh no, I won't lose so much precious energy in your stupid harmless base. We're going to leave from that. What's happening? This is the infamous roar of the Lightstep engine coming alive. In other words, Captain, you're about to leave your home behind. Wait, what?